All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Mugello. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Sim Racing Mania, doing a little test race tonight, actually 2 test races at a great Italian road course. One of the greatest. It's a lot of fun, a lot of room to race here, and they got the radicals out here. Kickoff to the season, a little test race before next week's race number 1. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. It's going to be a good one. Hang on to your horses. There's a lot of room to breathe on this road course, and these cars will flat out get after it. Hang on, boys and girls, we've got 2 25-minute races headed your way. All right, thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Got a fun little bit of racing going on here. So about 4 minutes left to go in the qualification session, and Tomasz Golab is the top time, 149.526. That is lightning fast. Javier Conti in second, Massimo Martin third, Michael Brooks currently 4th on the grid, and Andre Rosu is 5th. Well, we have 2 25-minute races. Race number 1, the top 10, we will invert the field to start race number 2. That's going to be the format this season. And Mugello is a great track. I really wish that they would have this as a points race, because this is a fantastic track. These guys did a great job in choosing the courses, the tests this season. Take a look at the track here at Mugello, located in Italy. It's a little over 5 kilometers in length, 14 turns, and like I said, there's a lot of room to breathe here. Plus, you can really you can see long straightaways. You can really get after it too. And some of these turns, quite a few of these turns, are pretty high speed too. So, very fun track, and I'm excited to bring you this race today. We'll take a look at the season, the calendar here. Of course, today at Mugello. Next week, Brands Hats kicks off the season. Road Atlanta. How about that on March the 31st? That's going to be a great one as well. What a great track, man. Vallelunga, never been on that track. Adelaide, I have been on that one. That's a great one as well. Gotham Hills and Donington finish out the season there. So some great tracks coming up in this season of the SR3 RSX Cup Sim Racing Mania style. We're getting some chatters coming in here. Looks like Tony Reiner, I think, has joined us in the chat session, if I'm not mistaken. Here, we'll see if that will pop up. There we go. Oh, that ain't the right one. We can't get the right chat going on up there. How many people you chatting with? Hey, Okay, maybe I'm just a little bit behind. There we go. Lily doesn't care. Valerio Margarito. How about that, dude? Anthony Reiner. Thank you, Tony, for coming in. Appreciate that. We're just doing a test race tonight. And, well, 2 races, I guess. But 48 seconds left here in the qualification session. Tomasz Golab is top time. Now, I also want to say there are some new folks here in this series. Some names that I haven't seen before. Maurizio Pettinati. Giorgio Borgi. Giorgio Borgi. That's what I'm going with. And if I'm mispronouncing it, I sincerely apologize. You know, that's always a worry of mine that I'm going to be mispronouncing folks' names. Well, thanks for coming out to the YouTube channel, man. And ladies. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. That way you'll get notifications. And I suspect that's how some of these folks knew that this surprise race was all of a sudden popping up on their phones. So thanks so much for coming in. If you'd like to make a donation, you can make a donation through the link up in the banner of the channel, right through PayPal. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be at Chicagoland Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. What a great, great series that is. And 107 laps. The tire rule is in full effect there on Wednesday nights with the stock cars. So it is a great series. It's race number 7 in that season. And man, things are tightening up. We just had our first 2-race winner, and we had a first-time winner last week. So Chicagoland could be a pivotal one. You definitely want to check that one out. That's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on TurnLeft TV. Looks like Tomasz Golab is the top time. Andre Rousseau second. Michael Brooks third. Javier Conti is fourth. Massimo Martin is fifth. Fabio Zerbeto is sixth. Cristiano Magri is in seventh. Giorgio Borgi eighth. Mauricio Pattinati is ninth, and Jos van der Steren is 10th. We've got a 10-minute warm-up here, so we've got a little time to kill. Make sure the side-by-side is working. Looks like it is working okay, so that's good to go. Good to go. I want to say peace to everybody. Hope everybody is playing it safe and enjoying the time with their families. You know, it's tough sometimes to do some social distancing. I've never really even heard that phrase per se until we had this. But thoughts and prayers go out to all the folks who happen to be impacted by this. You know, life's so much more important than worrying about whether you can get 3 or 4 packages of toilet paper. You know, that's a little bit of a sacrifice that we all can make, I think. Some respects. Take a shower. Take a shower. Just take a shower. I miss my kids. Hope everything's going okay there. I'm sure I will have a few here join us. Looks like we got a few anyway. It's Juliana, Lily joining me here, so thanks so much. Hope you're enjoying your break and time with your family and a little bit of relaxation time. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that link down in the description of this race too, and follow it to the Fanatec website. Give those guys a look on some of that stuff they've got there. I've got a lot of their racing equipment, and I love it. Well, the schedule here in the Radicals, Brands Hatch coming up to start off the season next week. Road Atlanta on March the 31st. Vallelunga April 7th, Adelaide coming up on the 14th of April, and 21st, Gotham Hills. I don't think I've ever been on that track. I have been on Donington, and that's a great one as well. But a couple tracks there, Vallelunga and Gotham Hills, I have never been on, so I always try to get out and do some laps on these tracks before the race, before race day, so I'm ready to go. Not that I'm going to be beating anybody, just that I can, at least talk a little bit more intelligently about the track. So it looks like about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. So lively chats going on. I've got right now 4 whole people in the chat. Hey, I'm freaking Aerosmith right now. I feel like Aerosmith. Walk this way. Okay, no, maybe not. I don't have the raspy voice. But hey, should be a good one, man. Actually, 2 races here. So as I mentioned, the first race, 25 minutes. Then they invert the top 10. So if you finished first, you're going to start 10th. So there may be some incentive there as I've always wondered this, about that first race as the finish is coming up here. If you know you're not going to win, maybe drop back a little bit, and then you're going to start further up the grid. I hope they're not doing that. You never know. But the second race, inverted field. So in theory, what it does is it puts the really fastest folks back at least, maybe 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of that top 10 too. So you might see a lot of passing here early on. Hope everybody is going to sort of be a little patient, let things sort of get settled in before they go after it. This is on board here with one of these radicals. See a high speed, and you can really drive the car through the turns as well. A lot of this is throttle and brake at the same time too. So there's a lot of room to race. You'll see some great side-by-side racing, and guys being able to really be able to recover pretty quickly without devastation. Let's go back here and change our tower. Got 4.5 minutes left before we go green. Social distancing. I've been saying that that's sort of the way I've lived my life, is through social distancing. That has been maybe part of my downfall, part of my way to stay sane. If I am sane, whatever the case may be, I like to be by myself a lot, and this is really, that part has not been really too bad for me. Hit the mouse. It's like a couple team cars right there. It's about 3.5 minutes left to go. All right, boys and girls, it's about ready to get that, get it on, aren't we? About ready to get it on in the Radicals. So this is the test race tonight for the real deal that starts next week. Tonight, 2 25-minute races from Mugello. Great road course in Italy. About 5 kilometers in length. 14 turns, and it's going to be a great one. A great 2. So thanks so much for coming in. All right, I think we are switching it over here, so don't forget tomorrow night, 9 p.m. right here, Chicagoland Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. Do not want to miss that one. Well, tonight we've got Mugello. So out on the grid, Tomasz Golab is the pole sitter. Andre Rosu sets in the second position. Michael Brooks is third. We got some guys still in the garage saving gas. What are you saving gas for? Javier Conti is going to start in that fourth position. Massimo Martin starts in fifth. Javier Conti, you see there in the fourth position. Fabio Zerbeto, sixth. Cristiano Magri is seventh. Giorgio Borghi is eighth. Mauricio Pedonati in ninth. Jos van der Steren starting in the 10th position. So you're going to see guys really taking a lot of risks in these cars because they handle so well. Trying to warm up his tires here a little bit. On board with Tomasz Golab. Take a look at Javier Conti. He's going to start in the fourth position. A 25-minute race. So kind of interesting little deal last time. They just they did a standing start, but they all just sort of drove until they got to a certain spot there that they all agreed upon, and that's where they started the race here, so they didn't do a full lap. Andre Rosu, we see him in the second position. Hey, Tomasz Golab is going to go off the course there and ruin your chances on the last turn to start before you start the race. Here we go. We are about ready to make it happen. So standing start. Here at Mugello. Let's get everybody lined up on the grid. Adds to the drama, doesn't it? It's going to be carnage into turn one. All right, back at it, baby. Here we go. Tomasz Golab is the race leader. Michael Brooks in second. Javier Conti is in third. Cristiano Agui and Andre Rousseau battling for position. Look at that side-by-side battling right there. Cristiano Magri and Andre Rousseau battling for position. Tomasz Golab coming off the turn in the lead. Take a look at Jos van der Sterren running in the sixth position, working on fifth spot right now, and that is Andre Rousseau just ahead. We're looking out of the back of his machine. At least we were. There we go. Andre Rousseau looking back at Fabio Zerbeto. Tomasz Golab out to a pretty decent sized lead right now over Michael Brooks. Javier Conti is in second. Cristiano Magri is fourth. Javier Conti is in third. Michael Brooks second. Andre Rousseau is in fifth position. Jos van der Sterren is sixth. Take a look at Richard Brooks here. He's running in the 16th position. Having a little battle right now with Nico Lacido, and that now moves up to the 15th spot. Take a look at this. Is pop back here and take a look at this. Man, that was a heck of a lot of carnage right there on the front stretch. A lot of carnage back there behind. Chris Vaca, I think, spun around. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. This is on the start. Gets into the wall right there. Chris Vaca getting into the wall, on board here with him. I think he just gets tagged right there to this, in the side, and then hard into the wall. That was on the start, so tough break there for him. Battista Scalvini. Oh, he touches the grass there a little bit and gets into the wall. So a little contact for him. Massimo Martin, Lorenzo Fanatec battling for position. Massimo taking over that spot. So Lorenzo Fanatec now having to deal with a little bit more there. Richard Brooks all over him now. Richard Brooks trying to get by. Oh, he's squeezing down low. So you have the position going into the turn, and man, Lorenzo Fanatec holds on to that spot. Man, that was a great battle right there. See Richard Brooks and Lorenzo Fanatec, little kiss into the turn. And then some more contact, but Lorenzo Fanatec holds on to that position. Take a look at Giorgio Borgi and also Joe Watts battling for position through the turn. That get a little tight right there. As Giorgio gets a spot. Andre Rousseau, Cristiano Magri battling for position. Down the front stretch. Looks like Andre Rousseau going to pick up a spot, now moves up to the 4th position. Cristiano now back to 5th. Antonello Mastro trying to get a spot here on Ramon Citi, and looks like he does. So, oh no, there's a little bit of spin right there. Little bit of spin. I think he was able to hold on to that. My heavens, man. Take a look and see what happened to him. And this is Ramon into the turn. Well, we got on the, let's do it this way. Hit the wrong key. There you go. And he was able to hold on to that. Great job. Chris Vaca, Valerio Margarito. See that striped car there? That is Valerito, and Chris Vaca gets by. Dino Faldetta, we'll take a look at him. Right now running in the, where is he running? 20th position. Gonna plug away here, maybe get some spots. It's starting to rain, so it's getting a little slickery out right now. Starting to rain. They just throw everything at you, don't they? Tomasz Golab is the race leader, and we see Michael Brooks, I think, might have spun around. Michael Brooks might be sideways. He's lost some positions, so Michael Brooks trying to recover. I think he came around. Javier Conti is the one who came around. Looks like he spun as well. So he's going to get in. So he's, man, these guys are sliding around on glass right now. A lot of guys starting to spin around, spin out here with. Take a look at Ramon Citi and Antonello Mastro. Citi there he comes through the grass. Oh, and he gets into Antonello. Oh, did you see? He tried to pull off that pass, and this thing just would not stop. You see, oh my gosh, man. Valerio Margarito getting by. He was off track as well, but he ends up making the pass here. But look, watch this. He's going to be hanging. Oh, a little contact right there in the end of the wall is Valerio Margarito. And then you see the spin across the front of him. I'm going to go on board here with him. Watch this. He's going to see this too. He gets some contact right there. And then those guys are going to lose traction getting into each other. Across the track right in front. And he gets through, so he gets those spots back. So yeah, a lot of guys here I think are having some issues. This is Jorge Cabrita and Fabio Zerbeto off track. Giorgio picks up a spot. So Fabio came off track right there, and Jorge picks up the 9th position. Giorgio Borgi, Michael Brooks battling for position. Michael Brooks off track into the grass. We've seen some more guys coming off track back there as well, so they're going to have to get this rain situation figured out. So we got a guy coming back on the track, and that is Jorge Cabrita. It's slick out, man. It's raining, people. It is raining. Take a look at Massimo Martin. He's going to pick up a spot. You see Jorge Cabrita in the grass there as he goes by, so he picks up the 11th position. Dino Faldetta having a battle there. Alexander Wilson gets off track, and Dino Faldetta takes that spot now up to the 18th position. Aki Caruso trying to get by Peter Lane. He's already gotten by Richard Brooks, and he is battling Peter Lane right now. And again, this thing is slick. These guys are on ice. Right? The track is still a little slick here from a little shower. Fabio Di Amora and Alexander Wilson battling for position. Looks like Fabio's going to take that spot, so track's starting to dry out here a little bit, and that is helpful. See Battista Scalvini comes off track. Peter Lane also in a battle with Dino Faldetta. Dino Faldetta, he's in the grass over there, and looks like Peter Lane's going to be able to pick up that spot. You see, Peter Lane's in the grass as Dino Faldetta goes by. That is Peter Lane mowing some grass. See, look out at the front here. Watch that. There's Peter Lane sliding into the grass. As he's losing a ton of spots. He's going to spin around again right here. So Peter Lane having some issues here. Off track, wet grass. Wet track, wet grass. Massimo Martin. Joe Watts having a battle. Good, clean battle between the two of those guys. Oh, it got a little rough right there. Massimo Martin loses a spot as Joe Watt gets that spot back. See, Massimo passes him down the front stretch, and he's going to come back here. He's not quite got this pass pulled off here. Massimo's on the high side as there's a little contact right there, and then gets that spot back. Joe Watts says, hey, you pass me, I'm going to pass you back. And look at this. Michael Brooks and Fabio Zerbeto battling for position. 13 minutes left to go. It seems like we've been going at this for about an hour now as Michael Brooks sliding through the grass. Did you see that, man? How in the world did he save that? We'll take a look here on board here with Michael Brooks. He's going to get a little bit wide in this turn. Gets into the kitty litter and then hanging on for dear life back out on the track. So he loses the position. See Andrew Holm there in the kitty litter. He's come around as Jorge Cabrita gets by. So we're not sure what happened to Andrew Holm. We'll take a look. This is Andrew Holm here, and he's going to just spin this car. He gets into the grass there. A little bit of a snap around on him. Good news for him is he's not going to hit anything there. Bad news is he's in the kitty litter, and it is hard to get out of the kitty litter in these cars. Take a look at Lorenzo Finetto getting by Chris Vaca. So Lorenzo Finetto picks up a spot. Dino Faldetta and Richard Brooks battling for position. Dino Faldetta in that red car. Richard Brooks in that red car. Dino Faldetta in the whatever color that is. I'm colorblind. We're going to call that a white striped car or something. I have no clue what color that is. I'm sorry. Brown, green, tan, black. My kids that are watching, they understand the challenge. Joe Watts here. I keep wanting to say Joe Walsh. Oh my gosh, Michael Brooks gets hard into the wall. Take a look here and see what happened to Michael Brooks. He gets in the grass right here, and this car's coming around, and he cannot get this car straightened back up, and he is in the grass and then straight into the wall. Left side contact on that car, and he's going to lose a ton of positions. Dino Faldetta trying to come back here on Richard Brooks. Dino Faldetta taking over that spot. So good battle there. Look at that. Great racing. All this battling, man, we haven't focused on the leader. Tomasz Golab out to a huge lead. Almost 10-second lead over Javier Conti. Andre Rosu is third. Jos van der Stier in 4th. Mauricio Pedinati is in the 5th position. We got a battle here. Jos van der Stier looks like just ahead is Andre Rousseau and Javier Conti. And those guys got a little racy, and one of them lost a position. So Javier came off track. We'll take a look here. See Javier having a little trouble. He comes off track. And Andre Rousseau right there to pounce as Javier does a good job of getting the car back on the track, but Jos van der Stier gets by. On board here with Jos van der Stier, and you can see those, Javier Conti in the gravel. He does a great job of there getting over to the right side, so he gives Javier enough room to get back out on track, but now he gains a spot. Javier now back to the 4th position. Fabio Di Amora and Dino Faldetta battling for position. This is for the 13th spot, and Fabio going to take that spot over Dino Faldetta, who's now back to 14th. Aki Caruso. And looks like Richard Brooks battling for position. Richard Brooks in that red car. Oh, leaning on him a little bit right there. Caruso coming back in on the inside line. Their preferred line is Richard Brooks going to try to do a crossover move on him. Caruso there with the block. Giorgio Borghi having a little battle here with Cristiano Magri. Giorgio gets into the gravel as he makes that pass. Almost got into the wall. My heavens, man. We'll take a look at that sequence again. That is some tight battling here. I wish the camera was a little bit better on this. You see he's over in the grass right there. Cristiano not able to recapture that spot as Giorgio Borghi takes over the 6th position. See Caruso there in the grass, in the kitty litter as Richard Brooks gets by. Lorenzo Finetto also gets by. Michael Brooks gets by as well. So something happened to Caruso here as he entered the turn. Almost gets into the back of Dino Faldetta. He overcorrects. He gets over into the kitty litter, makes a little bit of contact with the wall. So that definitely mattered. Take a look at Chris Vaca and Valerio Margarito battling for position. Oh, contact. And you got to dive it in there. Valerio says, ole. Oh, ole, ole, ole. Valerio, I love that guy, man. Well, he gave him a little shot there. He said, "You're gonna pass me. I'm gonna make you earn it here." We'll take a look at this again. Chris Vaca there making that pass, gets into him, and then a little bit of kiss from Valerio. Those guys, I think, got after it a little bit more, and not sure what's happened to Valerio, but he's come around. So we'll take a look here. This is a little bit later, and Valerio here kind of out by himself. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Upside down. Upside down. Man, who did he get into? Michael Brooks, it looks like. Michael Brooks. This is going to be a world of pain right here. Oh, I think somebody might have warped. Not sure what happened there. But he's going to need the infield care center. Oh, he just got creamed. Holy Toledo. How about that? Going to go on board here with Valerio, and he's going to see a whole lot of Michael Brooks. Oh, my gosh. He is over. That will ruin your night right there. Lorenzo Finetto. Whew. And Richard Brooks battling for position. Lorenzo in that black machine as Richard Brooks off track. As Lorenzo I'm not sure what happened to Richard. Let's see. He gets into the grass there a little bit, but look at this, man. Just nothing going on right there. I'm not sure what happened, whether he took his eye off the wheel or what. But so Tomasz Golab is the race leader. Andre Rousseau is second. Joost van der Steren in the third position. Javier Conti is fourth. Mauricio Pedinati running in the fifth position, and a good battle there. Javier in the fourth position, Joost van der Steren in third. So that's a good battle between those guys as this race tightened up between those folks. 3, 4, and 5. All pretty tight together, and actually Andre Rousseau is there as well. Take a look at Giorgio Borghi running in the sixth position. He's coming up on this pack as well. That battle right there between Javier Conti and Mauricio Pedinati is heating up. Looking out of the back of Javier Conti's machine, and you see Giorgio Borghi is there as well. We're going to see a headless guy. No, we got a head. Oh, the guy's got a head on him. There we go. So that is 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. The leader of that little pack right there is Andre Rousseau running in the second position. Joost van der Steren third. Javier Conti is fourth. Mauricio Pedinati is in the fifth position. Jump back here and look at seventh. He's starting to roll up on these guys too, and that is Cristiano Magri. He's closing in on these folks. Tell you what, those guys get a little bit racy, and that's going to give some of these other dudes a chance to close in. Look at this, Alexander Wilson and Chris Vaca. Chris Vaca coming off track. Oh man, he gives him a little bit of room. Gave Alexander Wilson a little bit of room right there, and Alexander Wilson takes that spot. That's the 16th position. There's Chris Vaca now back to 17th, but he is all over the back of Alexander Wilson. Mauricio Pedinati and Javier Conti now battling for a spot. And a good battle here. This is for the fourth position. Javier not ready to give that spot up. Holds on. Great job, Javier. Take a look out of the front of Giorgio Borghi's machine at that battle between the two of those guys. And see Javier Conti holds on to that spot, and Mauricio Pedinati staying in that fifth position. Cristiano Magri and Fabio Zerbeto getting after it. This is for the seventh position. Oh, man, a little bit of a nudge. Cristiano says, get out of here. That is probably going to get you talked to, but then again, he got slammed right there, and he says, okay, fine, I can give it as much as I can get it. And I have a feeling that started a little bit earlier here. We'll take a look, and Fabio Zerbeto drives it in pretty hard, gets into Cristiano Magri, and Cristiano there coming off the turn is going to be on this right side, and he says, get out of here. Lorenzo Finetto and Dino Faldetta battling for position. You see Lorenzo Finetto there on the inside of that turn, and is going to gain that position. That's for the 14th spot. Dino Faldetta back to 15th. Tomasz Golab is the race leader here with just a minute left to go. we've been focusing on all of the battles. There's going to be a lot of tight battles here because the cars, the speeds are a little bit lower. They're easy to handle, and you got a lot of room to race at a lot of these tracks here. But Tomasz Golab here off to a huge race lead, and it looks like he's going to take home the victory here in this first race, first 25-minute race. That just means it's going to start in 10th. So Tomasz Golab coming off the turn down the front stretch and is going to take home the victory here in the first race at Mugello. So great job to Tomasz Golab. Big win there. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Andre Rousseau finishes in the second position. Jos van der Steren is third. That's a little big, isn't it? Let's see if we can't resize that. Oh man, that is a huge image right there. Yeah, what were you doing? There we go. Oh no. There we go. So Tomasz Golab, the winner. See, Javier Conti finished in that fourth position. Mauricio Pedinati finished fifth. So good battle there with those guys. There was a good little pack there that were running pretty tight together. So we have another race coming up. So hang tight, boys and girls. Another race coming up. They're going to invert the field. And that's going to get nasty. Joe Watts will start up front. Massimo Martin second. Fabio Zerbeto will start in the third position. Cristiano Magri starts fourth. Giorgio Borghi starts fifth. Mauricio Pedinati starts in the fifth position. Javier Conti will start in seventh position. Jos van der Steren eighth. Andre Rousseau ninth. And Tomasz Golab will start in the 10th position. So race number 2 coming up. I want to thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeft TV. Greatly appreciate all of the support. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up button. We got another race coming up, man. That thing has been action-packed here, so this second race is going to be even more so inverting the field. So thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate you checking out TurnLeft TV. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we got Chicagoland in the Ironman Racing Series. Racing starts at 9 p.m. That's race number 7 in the season, 107 laps from Chicagoland. The tire rule is in full effect, I think, at this track. A high-speed cookie cutter located up in Chicago, Illinois, actually Joliet, Illinois. And race number 7 could be a big one. Got a very tight points battle in that series. You definitely do not want to miss it. We'll take a look at the points battle here as we come into that race. You see Dan Richter has a 2-point lead over Ed Palumbo. Mike Hebb just 4 points back in third. Craig Marizon, big win last week. Jumps up to the 4th position. Warren Peed is 5th. We'll take a look at their schedule. Of course, Chicagoland coming up tomorrow night, and then Martinsville. Man, a lot can happen there at Martinsville, that's for sure. Palm Springs, that is Homestead, coming up on April Fool's Day. And then also you got Dover coming up, the Monster Mile on April the 8th, followed by Michigan to finish out the season. So race number 7 coming up tomorrow night right here on TurnLeft TV. Michael Brooks, after my first spin in the rain, my car wasn't the same since. It was like trying to ride a bucking bronco, man. These guys were having a lot of trouble there through the little segment or the little stint there that had some rain. But that's okay. We wipe the slate clean, and we start anew. And plus, it's only a test race. Thanks so much for coming in to TurnLeft TV. Don't forget to click on the link down in the description of the channel of this race. Not the channel, the race. See, I messed that up. Follow that Fanatec link if you're interested in purchasing some Fanatec equipment. Please give that link a look. And if you decide to make a purchase, go back, follow that link, and I'd be so happy. Thanks to all those folks who have done so, made purchases or visit the website there on a regular basis using that link. Greatly appreciate it. All right, looks like they have inverted the field, and they are in the warm-up session now. That's good news. It means we're rolling right along. Now, I thought they were supposed to be invert that field. Hopefully, gets that worked out. We're going to take a look at the schedule here, this calendar of this season, Sim Racing Mania. If you guys want to give those guys a look, definitely take a look at Sim Racing Mania on Discord. Got their Discord address on the lower left of that banner. But so the season is, of course, tonight we're in Mugello, which is the test race, and then Brands Hatch coming up next week, Road Atlanta on the 31st of March. Vallelunga is the third race of the season on April the 7th, and then we move to Adelaide. Oh, that'd be nice to move to Adelaide, wouldn't it? We moved to Adelaide for the next race on April the 14th, race number 4. Gotham Hills on April the 21st, and then Donington to finish out the season. Now these guys may be going here, so here we go. You might be just doing a test. Looks like they're lining them up. So Joe Watts is the pole sitter. Massimo Martin starts in the second position. Cristiano Magri starts in third. Giorgio Borghi fourth. Mauricio Pettinati is fifth. Javier Conti starts in the sixth position. In seventh is Jos van der Steren. Starting in the eighth position is Andre Rousseau. Starting in ninth is Tomasz Golab. Why is he ninth? He should be 10th. Fabio de Amora starts in the 10th position. 11th is Mirko Lucido. Lorenzo Finetto 12th. Dino Faldetta 13th. Alexander Wilson 14th. Chris Vaca is 15th. In 16th is Peter Lane. Antonello Mastro starting in the 17th position. Andrew Holm in 18th. Richard Brooks 19th. Paki Caruso starts in the 20th position. All right, it's race number 2. Be a test here because you've inverted that field. So one of the top 10 drivers there of that last stint must have left. Not going to race this second race. So Joe Watts is our pole sitter here. Massimo Martin starting in second. Cristiano Magri third. Giorgio Borghi is in fourth. Mauricio Pettinati is in fifth. We saw a great bunch of passing. So this track sort of lends itself to that. You got a 5.2 kilometer road course, 14 turns, a lot of speed, a lot of room to breathe, like I said, through the turns. So there's a lot of room here, and these cars are really drivable. You got to be careful. The car can come around on you fairly easily because there's a lot of torque there, and the car is really light. Really going to look for this Andre Rousseau, Javier Conti, Jos van der Steren, Tomasz Golab area of the pack here and see how quickly they try to weave through some of these other drivers here. Not going to be an easy task. Mauricio Pettinati's shown some strength. Giorgio Borghi was very strong in that last race as well. Cristiano Magri had some great battles. Massimo Martin, we've seen him time and time again competing for race wins in some of these other series that we've been broadcasting. And Joe Watts, if I call you Joe Walsh one more time, Joe Watts Life's been good to him so far. It's the car I was practicing in, the 7 car there. Same one, so might have to root for old Joe Watts this race. So I like how they're doing this with this standing start. It does make it a lot of fun. And we'll see how it works out, man, as these guys start to get things lined up. We've got 24 drivers. Everybody get in their boxes here before we get the countdown, and the lights start flashing. So a 25-minute race, race number 2 in this test race at Mugello. Here we go. So Joe Watts lead the field into turn 1, and it is a hornet's nest behind him. Look at that, Massimo and Cristiano battling for position. Giorgio Borghi also in there. Jos van der Sterren. Be a lot of hard racing here, and I think we've already got a big crash, a big pileup. As Joe Watts is the leader, Massimo Martin shown in second. Cristiano Magri in the 3rd position. Giorgio Borghi is 4th. Mauricio Pedinati is in the 5th position. We'll take a look at him. On board here with Mauricio Pedinati running in 5th. He's got Tomasz Golab breathing down his neck right now in that 77 car. Jos van der Sterren and Giorgio Borghi there swapping spots as Jos van der Sterren goes off track. That was who spun out. Jos van der Sterren came off track here. We'll take a look at him. He gets into the gas there a little bit early there and comes off track and makes contact with the wall. And he loses a ton of positions, and we see some more disaster there. Andrew Holm comes around as well. Take a look, Alexander Wilson, he's looking at this out of the front. He is, oh man, little contact there, and he comes around into the grass. And then things really, really tight through that turn. See those guys getting together, Tomasz Golab, Mauricio Pedinati getting together. We're on board here with Javier Conti. Andre Rousseau, look at his view of this as he see Jos van der Sterren in the gravel back there in more carnage. Look at this mess we've got here. Oh my gosh, a huge wreck right there. Richard Brooks came across the track. Looks like a Battista Scalvini. He had spun around. And then, man, we got carnage right there. Scalvini gets caught up. Richard Brooks is in this mix as well. Joe Watts has come around. Joe Watts, our race leader. Too much juice there coming off the turn. Precisely where we saw some more trouble. Joost van der Steren. Watch this, man. He just gets a little bit too much speed right here, and he loses grip. And then the car comes around, and he loses a ton of spots. So he's lost a bunch of positions. Go on board here. See him in the gravel and losing spots as Javier Conti gets by. Take a look at Lorenzo Fanetta. Excuse me, Lorenzo Fanetta as he's gaining that spot there as Giorgio has also come around here. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. This is Giorgio in that light blue car. And, he comes around. I don't know if he had any help or not, but that car just takes a left. And, oh, man, hard into the wall. Not sure what happened to him. Whether he had help or what. It doesn't look like it. It just looks like he loses the back end of this thing. And this thing goes across, smacks into the, backs it into the wall, and that is a ton of damage. Michael Brooks and Alexander Wilson battling for position. Alexander Wilson and Lorenzo Fanetta is off track. So Fanetta has come off track, it looks like. Take a look and see what happened to Lorenzo Fanetta. Just runs a little bit wide, and he's gonna get it off the road, get into this grass here, and that thing is not going to turn on him. And now he is losing a ton of positions trying to get this thing back out of the kitty litter, back out onto the track. Just guys going by. Now, a lot of guys would have just got it back out there and not worried much about who was coming. Joost van der Steren trying to bounce back here as Alexander Wilson goes off track, and he's going to pick up a spot. Richard Brooks and Ramon Siti battling for position. That is for the 15th spot as Richard Brooks picks that up. Ramon back to this 16th position. Michael Brooks and Valerio Margarito battling for position. Joost van der Steren in this mix as well. Michael Brooks going to try to pick up a spot. Valerio Margarito now back to the 14th position. Chris Vaca and Joe Watts battling for position. Joe Watts was our pole sitter here this race, and he swings it a little bit wide as Chris Vaca takes that spot. Antonello Mastro trying to get by Lorenzo Fanetta. Lorenzo Fanetta loses the back end of that. Oh no, Alexandro Mastro has lost the back end as well. Take a look and see what happened. Looks like he was going to try to make a pass. He gets a little bit wide trying to avoid Lorenzo Fanetta, and then he comes around and smacks the wall. Holy smokes. That tire barrier right there, they almost took out the tire barrier there. Antonello Mastro almost took out the tire barrier. Peter Lane in this mix here. He's going to pick up a position, I think, as those guys get together. Now, there might have been a little bit of contact there. I'm thinking, let's see here. A little bit of contact? Nope, no contact right there. You see him getting loose. And then the next guy getting loose too, Antonello Mastro getting loose as well. Fabio Di Amora and Joe Watts battling for position. Joe Watts swings that wide into the gravel, and Fabio takes that spot. Andre Rousseau getting some word that he might have come around. Well, he tries to get into the turn, gets into Lacito, and he comes around, and he's going to lose a ton of positions here. Guys going by here as he's trying to get that car back out on the track. Tomasz Golab working his way up through the field, having a battle with Javier Conti. Tomasz Golab on the brakes, trying to pick up this position. Oh, a little bit of a contact between he and Javier. So Javier holds on to that spot. Looks like actually he might have picked up that spot there, picked up the 4th position. Tomasz Golab is in 5th. Ooh, contact. And just getting after it right there. Andrew Holm and Peter Lane battling for position. Swapping some paint. Peter Lane and Seedy also getting into each other. Ramon Seedy. That was an interesting sequence there. Watch that. There's Ramon Seedy and Peter Lane getting together. And Andrew Holm is trying to sneak this car through as Ramon gets off track. And then there's contact right there. Peter Lane and Andrew Holm. And more contact. And then Andrew Holm loses those positions. Michael Brooks and Dino Faldetta battling for a position. These guys are not afraid to get into each other, that's for sure. I'm not just saying these guys in general, I'm just saying in these cars. They're so easily recovered, I guess, recoverable. As Michael Brooks takes over that spot. That is for the 12th position. Peter Lane and Richard Brooks battling for position. Peter Lane's flashing the lights and said, hey, get out of the way. He said, get out of the way. I want that spot. Well, Massimo Martin is the race leader. And man, just like the last race, this thing's been busy. Busy. 10 minutes I've been going through action. As Massimo Martin leading the field, Mauricio Pettinati in the 2nd position, Javier Conti in 3rd, Cristiano Magri is 4th, Tomasz Golab is 5th. Let's take a look at Cristiano. He's got Tomasz Golab all over the back of him right now. Tomasz Golab back there in that 77 car is in 5th, on board here with Cristiano, and that is getting tight. It's got to be thinking that Tomasz Golab is just waiting for an opportunity, and look, he goes over to the outside. That's the outside there coming into that turn. Actually, he's on the inside there, coming into the turn, and whoa, picks up that spot. Good pass there, but Cristiano trying to fight back. Looking out the front of his machine. So Tomasz Golab picking up that spot. Let's give an idea of what it's like to handle this, these cars. On board there with Cristiano in the 5th position as he sees Tomasz Golab there starting to climb away a little bit. Can move that view away there a little bit. That makes it a little bit better. Alexander Wilson and Ramon Seedy battling for position again. Alexander Wilson taking that spot. Ramon Seedy back to the 19th position. Andre Rosu and Fabio Di Amora battling for the 8th spot as Andre Rosu goes down to the inside line. Man, did he drive that car into that turn or what? And Fabio trying to come back there with a little bit of goose in the throttle and not able to recapture that position. So Andre Rosu really hung that car out. Andrew Holm here and Peter Lane having some issues down there in the grass, and Andrew Holm's going to try to take that spot. So Peter Lane's lost a position. Valerio Margarito just ahead as well. So on board here with Andrew Holm is he has got to run. Oh, he's in the grass, man. He swung out a little bit wide. He got in the grass. What the heck? Do not want to get in the grass right there, that's for sure. And man, he had that car in the grass, but he holds on to it. Look at that. Peter Lane going to try to dive in there and take that spot as well. Peter Lane. Valerio Margarito's got to be thinking, what in the world is going on right now? So Valerio Margarito, he was in the middle of all that. That was crazy right there. So I'm going to jump up here with Valerio Margarito. Here we go. Look at this battle here as Andrew Holm dives down to the low side. And on board here with Valerio as he enters the turn. And he's got Andrew Holm there on his right side. And watch this. He's got, okay, we'll let him by. And then, oh, look at that right there. Whoa! That was Peter Lane sliding through. Valerio trying to catch his breath. Renzo Faneto, Ramon Siti. Renzo Faneto going to get by Ramon Siti. Ramon Siti down in the 20th position now. Joe Watts and Fabio De Amora. Is Fabio going to take that spot? No. Joe Watts is in the 9th position, taking over that spot. And then good battle there behind Jos Vandersteren and Fabio battling it out. Michael Brooks in that mix as well. Oh, man, did you see that? Fabio there, it looks like he took a ride. Excuse me, this is Fabio right here. So on board here as he loses that spot to Joe Watts. And then Jos Vandersteren's going to come by and make this pass. And I don't think there's any contact. Good, clean pass right there. But he is going to get this car in the grass and just going to come around him. You see, he comes around right there, and this thing's headed for the wall. And he makes hard contact with the wall. Take a look at Andrew Holm and Dino Faldetta battling for position. Dino Faldetta also having a battle with Peter Lane as well. Peter Lane got to get by. So Peter Lane and Andrew Holm here starting to work together a little bit. And maybe Peter Lane is using the openings that Andrew Holm has given him. On board here with Andrew Holm as Dino Faldetta gets a little bit wide. You see some white tire smoke coming off that. And there's Peter Lane just behind, going to try to slip in this spot right here. Look at that. What a gutsy move by Peter Lane. And credit to, really got to give credit to Dino Faldetta for really not losing his cool. He's on board here with Dino Faldetta. He lost grip there in the car, and he's going to give up a spot. Trying to hold on. This thing is tight, man, coming off. He's carrying a little bit too much speed, and Peter Lane going to slip in between them. Take a look at here. Jos Vandersteren's come around. Jos Vandersteren trying to make a pass. And, oh, man, he got into the back of, who is that? He got into the back of, Watts. and he back came around. That thing was sideways here. We'll take a look. Joost van der Steren and Watts right there. And Joost van der Steren, how does he hang on to that car? I have no idea. He ends up making a pass. Does he not? No, he's not pull it off. Antonello Mastro picking up the spot as it looks like Richard Brooks is on pit lane. Mauricio Patinati is the race leader, and here's how he got the race lead. Battling out Massimo Martin coming down the front stretch. It's a terrible camera angle. There's a three-way battle right there. Javier Conti in this mix as well. Look at that, three-way battle. Massimo Martin now in third. Those guys, wow. Watch this on board here with Mauricio Patinati. It's a drag race between the two of those guys. He's going to pick up that spot, but look at that battle back there. Javier Conti and Massimo Martin. Oh, a little bit of a little rubbing right there. A little fender rubbing, some more rubbing. Oh, bouncing off each other. Massimo Martin. How in the world did he hang on to that? Going to go on board here with Massimo. Watch this. He's going to be working this wheel. A little bit too much speed right there, but he's going to get a little bumping. Ooh, a little bumping right there. I think there's going to be some more bumping. Oh, more bumping. Working that wheel. Joost van der Steren now. Again battling with Joe Watts. Those guys have been battling back and forth for a while. And oh man, as he drive that car in deep there, Joost van der Steren picking up that spot. Joe Watts back to the 9th position. Richard Brooks here having some trouble there. It looks like that. Oh, that car just snaps around on him. That car snapped around on him and he spun. Makes a little bit of contact with the wall. Our race leader is Mauricio Patinati and Javier Conti just behind in the 2nd position. Tomasz Golab has worked his way up to 3rd. So take a look here. Tomasz Golab making this pass on Massimo Martin. So now moves into the 3rd position. Massimo back to 4th. 3 minutes left to go. Man, this thing has now gone pretty fast here. Dino Faldetta, Lorenzo Finetto. Lorenzo Finetto picking up that spot. That's the 15th position. It is Ramon Cidi, Valerio Margarito battling for position into the turn. Oh, contact right there. And I think Ramon just got him down onto the curb and that snapped that car to the right and he made some contact with Valerio. Michael Brooks. Joe Watts battling for position. Michael Brooks not able to pull off that pass there. Joe Watts holds on to that spot. Doing a little blocking. A little bit of blocking maybe. Valerio Margarito and Dino Faldetta and Lorenzo Finetto comes off track. Lorenzo Finetto up there in the kitty litter. So he loses a spot. Well, Mauricio Patinati is better watch the rear view mirror because he's got a minute and a half left, or a little over a minute and a half, about a minute 50. But Javier Conti is right there, so he cannot make a mistake. Mauricio Patinati, Javier Conti battling for position. Tomasz Golab in 3rd. Massimo Martin in the 4th position. Cristiano Magri is in 5th. Oh, Javier there gets that car a little bit, little oversteer coming off the turn. As he's trying to close in on Mauricio. He wants to get a win in this test race. On board with Javier Conti in the 2nd position as he looks ahead at our race leader. So Mauricio Pedinati is the race leader, and he has really had to fight his way through. But don't forget about Javier. He is right there. So do they have enough time? I think they might end up getting another lap out of this. Oh, Mauricio there, a little bit of a missed turn, and Javier is right there. And I really think they got another lap in them, to be honest with you. I think they're going to go another lap. It's going to be close, I think. So Mauricio Pedinati. And I think you got another lap in you, my man. It does look like there's going to be another lap. So, wow. And this could be a big one, man. They hit it just with like, what, 4 or 3 seconds left to go. So now it looks like one more shot here for Javier. He's in the 2nd position. Mauricio Pedinati is the race leader, and he better be spot on because Javier Conti is right there. Don't forget about Tomasz Golab running in the 3rd position. So Javier Conti wants to find an opening. He comes a little bit wide off that turn. Scrubs off a little bit of speed. Now up to 0.8 of a second. He is running out of time. Mauricio Pedinati is the leader. 0.8 of a second lead over our 2nd place car, Javier Conti. Tomasz Golab is about a minute, 1.8 seconds back. All you got to do is slip up one turn, and that guy is there. Mauricio Pedinati. Can he hold on for the race win? He has got 2 cars breathing down his neck right now. Down the long straight here. Hard left-hand turn here with this last turn. This is turn 14. And Javier dives that car in. Oh, he loses the back end of it. He's going to end up losing a spot there as Tomasz Golab is going to go by. But Mauricio Pedinati is going to win race number 2 at Mugello. Tomasz Golab finishes in the 2nd position. So congratulations to Mauricio Pedinati. Man, that was a lot of fun right there. That last pass here, I got to take a look at this. Tomasz Golab waited to the end, baby, and got a run and finishes in the 2nd position. How about that? Javier and Tomasz battling it out. That was a photo finish right there. Holy smokes. So Mauricio Pedinati wins the second race tonight. So congratulations to him. Look at that. Oh, boy. We got to figure that out. Don't ever resize the pictures. That is a bad idea. We'll get those kinks worked out for race number, whatever, 50,000. So Mauricio, congratulations to Mauricio Pedinati in winning that second race. See Tomasz Golab second, Javier Conti third, Massimo Martin fourth, Cristiano Magri finishes in the fifth position. So we'll jump up here in the Discord channel and see if we can't get some chatting going on. All right. Hey, thanks so much for coming in, guys. Tomasz Golab, Javier Conti, Michael Brooks coming in here after race, and man, talk about how fun that was, huh?
The best fun I ever had. Really, great races. Second race was really amazing battle with Jaga and other guys at the top, and that finish. I think one of the best events in sim racing for me.
Well, the car really looked like it was very drivable through the turns, and you could really set up guys for passes too. But you really had to fight for it, I thought.
I can hit. Hello, is anyone there?
Heath?
Yeah, sorry, I was hitting the wrong button. I was saying that the cars seemed like they were really drivable, and you could really get very racy through the turns. And even if you had some contact with other drivers, all was not lost there because the cars were so easy to handle.
Yeah, for sure. It was much easier to drive close than, for example, Senna in last series. And I've touched with Java, for example, in turn 1. It was nothing for this car. Also, we could drive this car in DTR without any disadvantage. So this car really likes close racing, close, good, fun racing.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, Java.
Yeah, it was fun. It's very tiring. It's hard on the force feedback, but yeah. Well, I really enjoyed the race. Also with Pettenati, and Thomas. Great, just great.
Well, talk a little bit about that rain that fell in race number 1. That looked like it was a little bit of a nightmare.
I was very surprised about it, but I decided to stay, as I think all drivers, on track, and crucial was to keep on track, don't spin. The rain was about in I don't know 5 minutes, maybe 3-5 minutes, so it wasn't something big, but grip was way worse. So Michael spun behind me because of that.
Yeah, I was doing up until then, and I had only a small spin. But after that, my car just wasn't the same. I couldn't push, I couldn't brake, I couldn't steer properly. It was like riding a bucking, like those bucking Broncos. and they were just getting worse and worse. And I think by the time my car finally died, I think I'd already had like 3 spins, and I think Valerio hit me, like, it was not his fault, he just had nowhere to go at the top of the hill, and I think he did a mark where he hit me, and I actually lost a wheel. The impact was so extreme. So it was a hell of a way to retire from race 1.
We'll talk a little bit about your format this season. Mentioned some of that in the broadcast here. 2 25-minute races and then the inverted grid there. Talk a little bit about what this is going to do for points, how you do you do it like a season champion and so forth. Is that first race? Does it score differently from the second race? And then the challenges of inverting the field as well, or the top 10.
I think the crucial will be race 2 in every event, because it's very, very hard to overtake on every track. It doesn't matter which track, and ability to overtake will be the most important thing, because as you saw on broadcast in race 2, I struggle a little bit with overtaking because I didn't have any practice. Because in race 2, I just in race 1 I just drive my own race. JV had more practice with overtaking from race 1, so he passed me more easily than I did on other guys, and just because his error at last corner, I was able to pass him. So this format will be more interesting, I think, to drivers from the top.
Yeah, I think for me, as not an expert driver, it's good to have 2 races, because if you mess up race 1, you don't throw away an hour of race nervous about what you just did. You can start from scratch in race 2. So for me, it's great to reset everything and have the chance to do another race.
What if you mess up both races like I did?
And important
you have
thing is
the next weekend.
Yeah. And the important thing is that drivers from the top must demonstrate his skills, their overtaking skills. In Senna, drivers from the top just raced with 1 or 2 drivers in each race. And now to be on the top at race in race 2, they must overtake 9 drivers. So it will be more and more difficult for them.
I know from experience, I qualified 3rd, so I was quite quick, I guess. But in the start of race 2, I was on the outside, like giving people room, and I got hit by about 5 people at once. So you got to be prepared for carnage in turn 1. No matter what I done, I was on the edge of the track and I still got pushed off. So just be prepared for brutality. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, with the standing start this time, definitely switching up the game from what you had last time. What was the thought process going into this season with these cars here, with the standing start versus the kind of the modification of what you guys had before, where you sort of did that single file type of thing and then picked a spot out on the track to start the race?
The reason we did that custom start with the Senna is because it's so extreme and not the easiest thing to do, drive from a standing start. And the way we did it was just purely from a safety perspective, because if we did a standing start in the Senna, it would have just been carnage in turn 1, because that thing's bad on brakes at the best of times, whereas this is a lot slower and more safer. So we can do a normal start, and it's just safer for everyone involved, really, to do it like this, and more fun as well, in a way.
And you can touch with other cars without any damage or spin, so it's more easy to survive turn 1.
Because the Senna was so aero dependent, going on what time I said, like if you have an incident in the Senna, it can destroy your car speed-wise, whereas the Radical doesn't really care if you have any damage, really.
In Radical, you can destroy your tires more easily.
It seems like sorry, I was going to say that it seems like the handling of the car makes each and every track that you're going to be at a lot wider.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I know, for example, I'm looking forward to Adelaide, because that's a street circuit, so that should be a lot of fun in these things. And Road Atlanta as well. Like, I don't know Road Atlanta very well, but I know it's a fun track at the best times. It's just going to be a blast. So it should be fun.
So
Yeah, but
you've got the two tracks picked out then. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Javier. Go ahead.
no, I was saying big about the wide tracks. There is also a lot of people going sideways in many turns. So maybe you try to overtake and you find yourself with another couple of guys going sideways. So it's not that wide in the end in some turns.
Well, you got a schedule here with Brands Hatch, Road Atlanta, Vallelunga, Adelaide, Gotham Hills, and Donington. I've already heard Road Atlanta and Adelaide thrown out there. Anybody else have any tracks they're really looking forward to?
For me, Brands Hatch is one of my favourite tracks. Donington I like, but I'm terrible at. Vallelunga, I've only ever driven in a Fiat 500, so I don't know what that's going to be like in these things. And Gotham Hills, I have no idea. So,
To be honest, apart from Brands Hatch and Donington, all tracks are not familiar for me, so it will be something new. I raced only at Mugello and Brands Hatch earlier, so we will see.
It's Mugello.
Mugello, sorry, Javier.
Mugello. Yeah, I got it.
Mugello.
Well, hey, thanks so much. I did a little bit of a surprise there. I was kind of keeping it under my hat that I was going to broadcast tonight's race. I wanted to work out a couple things, and everything went well. The racing was awesome, and I'm excited for this season. It's going to be a fun one. 6 races and, 12 races actually, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, should be interesting. I just hope I don't die too many times during it like I did today.
Well, hey, thanks so much, guys, for letting me come out and broadcast the races, and I hope you enjoy it, and we will see you next week.
Thank you very much, Heath.
Thank you very much for the surprise.
Take care, Heath. Yeah, thanks. I look forward to watching the race. I saw you caught my crash in slow motion, by the way. Thanks for that.
One question: did you catch our finish in race?
Oh, you're going to have to watch and find out.
Okay.
All right.
I must watch it.
Absolutely.
Take care, Heath.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
All right, man, Michael Brooks, Javier Conti, and also Tomasz Golab joining us up there in the booth. So thanks so much to them and their support. Coming up and making a lively chat session. We're showing the calendar here for this season in Sim Racing Mania's SR3 RSX Cup. It's the Radicals, man. It's the Radicals. And you saw this evening how great these cars are, how drivable, how racy things are going to get with these guys. And I'm excited. Brands Hatch is a great track. I've already been on that track testing it out. Road Atlanta as well. That's going to be a challenge there. That's a little bit of a challenging track for me, I'll be honest with you. Never been on Vallelunga, so I don't know what to expect there. But rest assured, I'll be checking that out before too long here, maybe the next couple weeks. Adelaide, I have been on that track in Australia. That's a great one. Gotham Hills, I have not been on that track, so don't know what to expect there. And then Donington, have been on that one. That's a good one as well. So great season coming up here with Sim Racing Mania and the SR3 RSX, the Radicals. 2 25-minute races in that second race, inverting the top 10 from the first race. So that could really make the racing much, much more interesting. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, we're going to be at Chicagoland Speedway in race number 7 of that first season of 2020 in the Chicagoland, the Ironman Racing Series. What a great series that is. There's a tire rule in this series, so they get a limited number of tires that they can use throughout the duration of the race, and it's 12. 12 total tires. Anything you take over that allotted amount will give you a 1-lap penalty. So every 2 tires you take over the allotted 12 amount will give you a 1-lap penalty to be tacked on at the end of the race. So that's coming up tomorrow night right here live on Turn Left TV. thanks so much for coming here and watching the races on TurnLeft TV. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button. You can always hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Share my videos with all of your friends. Share them on Facebook, share them on Twitter, share them on Discord, wherever you can share the TurnLeft TV videos. TurnLeft TV videos, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know how I'm doing as well. And then if you'd like to make a donation, you can make a donation through PayPal by clicking on the link up in the banner right through PayPal. Well, that does it for us. Mugello is what I'm being told by Javier, who's a native speaker there. So, Mugello. I got it. I think I got it, man. That was a great race, and we've got a great one coming up next week at Brands Hatch. So be on the lookout for the advertisement when I have that thing posted. Well, thanks for coming in and checking out TurnLeft TV. We're going to see you next time. A little bit more social distancing is in our future. We'll get through this, boys and girls. Keep your heads up. And in the meantime, I'm out of here.